In the heart of Niruka, a small town in West Africa, life once flowed with rhythm. Market women sold fruits by the roadside, children played barefooted in the dust, and elders told tales under the baobab tree. But behind the laughter was silence, the silence that whispered of missing sons and vanished daughters. People said the night had eyes. People said the government had ears. But no one knew which one to fear more. Every week, another young person disappeared. The police wrote under investigation and folded the files. Parents cried at their gates, clutching photographs that the sun had already begun to fade. Rumors filled the air like smoke, ritual killings, human sacrifices, politicians needing blood for power. No one spoke aloud, but everyone knew election was coming. Adiz was 23, a university graduate, brilliant and ambitious. She believed that her voice mattered. "We must vote wisely," she said. "This time, we will not sell our future for 500 naira." But on a cool Friday evening, while returning from a youth rally, a black-tinted bus stopped beside her. Before she could scream, a cloth soaked in chemicals covered her face. Darkness. When she woke, she was not alone. 10 other youths, boys and girls, were chained inside a warehouse. The air smelled of fear and dried blood. They were not kidnapped for ransom. They were chosen. In a nearby mansion, politicians gathered around a large pot covered with red cloth. They believed human blood brought political success, that spilling the life of the innocent would make the people obey blindly. One of the men in fine suits spoke calmly. "The youth are the future. If we control their blood, we control the future." Their victims were to be sacrificed before the elections. Adiz overheard everything through the cracks of the wooden door. She realized they weren't just killing people. They were feeding on hope. Back in Niruka, Adiz's mother, Momankechi, refused to keep quiet. She went to the police, crying, "My daughter is missing." The officer sighed. "Madam, we are doing our best. Maybe she traveled with friends." But Momankechi knew the truth. Every time election came, youths disappeared. Those who returned were never the same. Some lost their minds, others had strange marks on their bodies. A journalist named Kola heard her story. He began to investigate, risking his life to expose the powerful. His articles described secret shrines, dark rituals, and government officials who worship power with blood. He was threatened, beaten, but he did not stop. "If I die," he said, "let my pen be my weapon." One night, a police officer, Inspector Bayo, who had grown tired of the corruption, decided to act. He traced the kidnappers' route and stormed the hideout with a few loyal men. Gunfire echoed in the night. Screams. Smoke. Chaos. Adiz and the other captives ran, barefoot, through the forest. Some fell, some bled, but Adiz kept running, until she saw the moonlight touch the village road. She was free. But behind her, the mansion burned, the same mansion where the honorable men had gathered. Some escaped justice, but the truth had finally reached the people. The next morning, the story spread across the nation. Pictures, videos, reports, the media was flooded with horror. The people were angry. For the first time, the markets closed not for celebration, but for protest. Students marched. Mothers wailed. Fathers demanded justice. "We will no longer vote with fear," Adiz said, standing before the crowd. "Our blood will no longer buy their power." Her voice shook the land. The elections that year changed everything, not because the system was pure, but because the people had woken up. They had learned that silence was the weapon of evil.